Sorry, I thought I wanted to.
What is that?
You know, with the sound of the plane landing.
Yeah. But you didn't get
and
that?
And then I'd be like, I just got back from Chicago. But I guess this is just...
is that field recordings that you took today?
No, it's not. I looked up... I was looking for plane landing sound effects, so I guess...
Yeah.
It's just taking a while for this plane to land. Anyways,
well,
folks,
we can get there.
Back from Chicago.
Welcome back, buddy. Oh, yeah.
The Adam Friedland Show. Monday, premium episode. The new schedule. In fact, the work days, baby. This is no longer...
It's time to get to work.
This is no longer a weekend show. It's Monday morning. We're in my apartment. The studio. Lease signed tomorrow.
We're very excited about that.
Being extra careful, I don't say anything on the show that will have the insurance policy invalidated.
Yeah, they're really worried that we might get too hot.
Because I am what they call a liability.
Mm-hmm.
I'm both mentally unstable, and not safe.
Yeah, you're too hot. You have words of mass destruction.
NSFW.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Adam Friedland Show. Please give a round of applause for your host. For now, that's going to serve as both the applause and the laughter.
I'll take a laugh. You know,
we already established that. Top of the show, I want to say thanks to Chicago. I got Chicago pilled this time.
You liked it?
I loved it, dude. I finally did one of my classic long ass walks where I don't do anything. I walk 15 miles and go to a Trader Joe's in a city.
Yeah,
and I'm
that's
place,
Nick style.
This is great. This is a great place. You just see things on the way to the Target.
What'd you see?
I saw Wrigley Field.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And it's
home
fun.
of the Cubbies.
That's the thing. That's the nice part about walking is, like, you don't plan anything. So I'm just walking around, and I'm like, we'll go block by block.
Right.
As soon as I start to see the demographics change, then I'll head back towards the hotel or call the police.
Yeah.
And so for the most part, it stayed, gay or Asian, so I was fine. And then I passed by a bar that had batting cages inside it. I was like, hey, that's pretty cool. I turned the corner. There it is.
Oh, my God. Did you hit a couple dingers?
The Coliseum of the Midwest.
Yeah, that's what they call it.
Russell Crowe, there's a story about Russell Crowe going there shortly after he filmed Gladiator.
Yeah.
And the similarities to the Coliseum
undeniable
moved him to tears.
Yeah.
He went in there and he was like, it's just like...
Yeah.
It's like the movie I did.
Yeah.
And he started crying, and then he... somebody laughed at him, and he violently assaulted them. You remember that story?
He was doing that for a while. He was punching people all over the globe.
Well,
South Park lampooned it.
He ripped a payphone off the wall, and he caved in the forehead of an 11-year-old boy for laughing at him at Wrigley Field for crying.
Well, you live and you learn, and that kid shouldn't have laughed at Maximus Aurelius.
Maximus Doritos.
Decimus Dorito, yes.
Delicious.
Deliciosos.
Yeah. There had to have been at least like 2 or 3 Roman guys that just had black women's names.
For sure.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
It's like, yes, my name is Lavanya Jackson. Let us be 12 minutes late back from lunch, from midday feast.
Yeah.
And then have el siestos. What's siesta in Latin?
I mean, it's probably similar, right? Because Latin is the root of Spanish.
Is it?
Yeah.
Latin is the root of all evil. Spanish.
That's what they say.
Root of all evil.
That's what they say.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they say. So you had a nice weekend. You went with Racine?
I did. Mike Racine. Latin gentleman.
Did he
himself.
go on your constitutional with you, or did you do it solo?
What does constitutional mean?
It's like a walk. It's like British people go for maybe after a meal.
It's like a fun. It's a fun.
They have their
name.
daily. I think it's to improve your constitution.
What is my constitution? I didn't know I had one. Like my rules?
No, like your
free speech,
physical constitution,
freedom of assembly, British people can fuck off.
Yeah.
Fucking what's the fourth one?
Guns.
No, that's the second.
Oh, yeah.
What's the Fourth Amendment?
The fourth is search and seizure.
Seek and destroy.
Seek and destroy.
The Metallica Amendment.
Yeah. Breaking the law.
Yeah.
That's badass, dude.
Joey, get play Seek and Destroy.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Joey's a girl, by the way. She has huge tits.
Yeah, they're fake. We bought them for her with the Patreon money.
Mm-hmm. We got a woman
but we didn't get her a good boob job. We sent her to Latin America for a cheap one.
We found the producer in the lobby of a closing abortion clinic.
Uh-huh.
She got, and I was like, hey, sorry you can't get the abortion
Sounds
anymore.
like you need a hero.
Why don't you come hang out in our production office?
Uh-huh.
It's filled with asbestos.
Yeah.
Bound to kill the baby.
Yeah, they're wires just hanging from the ceiling.
Yeah. The Fourth Amendment.
Badass.
Yeah. So, folks, welcome to the Adam Friedland Show.
Welcome. I'm your host, Adam Friedland, accompanied by super producer, executive producer.
If you're just joining us now,
Nicholas Million.
Nick Million.
Nick Million.
I like that. I don't like it.
You don't like it anymore?
No.
Why?
I like the U in there.
Nick
Mullion? That sounds too
Mullion.
French. How about Millen?
No, Million.
I kind of like my name like it is.
No.
I don't like my first name.
You don't like Nick?
No.
Why?
I've never liked it.
You don't
As
like
a kid, I always wanted to be like Darth or something.
Yeah. Badass name.
Mario or Darth or
Bowser.
Yeah, Bowser.
Yeah, Kirby.
Yeah.
Kirby's a nice name.
What's your middle name again?
Dean.
Yeah, that's a weird middle name.
Yeah, it's very weird. It doesn't sound right.
Yeah.
When you say my full name in order, it does not sound right. Adam Dean Friedland.
Should have been James
Dean Friedland.
Jimmy Dean. Wait, that's weird. I just realized Jimmy Dean sausages are James Dean sausages.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is that like a weird phallic thing? Like initially, like
yes.
There was a country sausage making guy, and after James Dean died, he was like, "I'll tell you, if he was still alive, I'd suck that boy's penis right now.
I'll suck that boy's penis right off his damn body.
I'm going to name my sausage company after
him.
Because R.I. penis.
And then there's going to be, in 40 years' time, a Jewish pornographic actor that gets Me Too'd with that same name.
It's very funny that the Me Too guys or the porn guys have been Me Too'd, like him and Ron Jeremy.
Ron Jeremy got Me Too.
That's it. Can you imagine being like a NASCAR driver and they're like, "You went too fast, you're out." You're fired from NASCAR.
Right. It's literally the easiest thing.
Nah, you went too fast, so you're fired from NASCAR forever. They're like, what? I thought that was my job. Yeah,
it's not fair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, their job is getting pussy.
They're like Anakin. He was too good at pod racing, so he wasn't
true.
allowed to be a slave anymore.
They had to go over to the dark side.
There was a weird story in episode 1 where he was a slave, but he was allowed to be like a top tier race car driver.
Right.
Can you imagine if in like the deep south, like they had, like there was a guy who was like, "Whoops, so I'll just out in the field most of the days, but sometimes I drive the 32 Tide car. I drive the number 32 Tide car for NASCAR." I don't really know how NASCAR works.
I don't know how it works. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep, I got it, sir. I have a $42 million sponsorship. Of course, I seize none of that money. That all goes to the missus.
Yeah.
Back at the house, so she can get her expensive pussy surgeries.
Dude, it must be really hard for those boys.
Which boys?
The boys that are still slaves down in the South.
Oh, the boys of summer.
The boys of summer.
That's what that song was about.
I think it was. Yeah.
He's like lamenting the fact that there's no more slavery.
The boys.
Yeah, Joey, play that song.
The outro of that song is my favorite guitar line of all time.
Would you call it a lick? I never understood how guitar lick became like the first guy that said like, yeah, let's lay down a lick. Why the other guitar guys didn't beat that guy?
Yeah,
up.
they weren't like, that's gay, dude.
Yeah, you're not.
Why are you making this about your tongue?
Yeah, just stop saying that. This part, you mean? Joey, play the last part.
Oh my God, I love it.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it's badass.
What is that? G, F, C, E sharp.
See, you're better at music than me.
No, I just made that up. What is that? F, A, G?
Yeah.
It's F, A, G, G, Y.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's classic F-A-G-G-Y.
It's that classic F-A-G-G-Y chord progression.
Yeah.
Chord progression. I've been having trouble
studio.
speaking lately. I'm hoping I don't have a brain aneurysm.
We were in the studio. He wanted to lay down an F-A-G-G-Y.
He said, let's lay down in one of those classic F-A-G-G-Y licks.
And we're like, it's insane, man.
Mm-hmm.
You're literally out of your mind, man.
Who's that, David Bowie?
I don't know. Some producer? Some super producer?
Mm-hmm. So I guess
George Martin.
Yeah, we're going to go into the monologue, and
yes,
that I just landed. I got back, so I woke up. I got 3 hours of sleep last night.
Yeah.
So we're doing it differently. Adam's picked topics for the show
I
that
picked
he
a couple
wants to talk
topics.
about, and then we're going to try and find Adam's voice.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people sent angry emails saying, please stop doing the monologue.
Don't do the
They
angry
said, that's
emails.
played out. Yeah, we're upset.
It's played out.
It's played out to do the monologue.
All right,
you have to
player.
have a new bit. Don't ever say we're getting an animal guy again. Don't ever repeat. And we hear you. You know, we're doing that.
And we care. That's the most important part.
Yeah.
We care.
Well, I care. I just want
care.
everybody to have a good time. You know,
That's me too.
because it seems like I'm losing my ability to speak, and I don't know if that's
what Bruce Willis got.
if that's something to worry about, or if it's a result of my new plant-based diet.
That could be it. Nick has gone vegan. I don't want you to
Super vegan.
Yeah.
I'm doing it for ethical reasons. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like I kept thinking about people eating dogs, and I was like, I don't want to be like that.
Yeah.
You know,
those savages.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
I explained that to people at the bike shop, and they asked me to leave.
Really?
Yeah, they're like, you're not allowed to be vegan.
Really?
You
Why?
have to pick a different reason. It can't be so that you're not like Chinese people.
Yeah. You're not
Like, you can't be vegan for racist reasons.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, well, I think it's a personal
Yeah.
choice. I mean, if you want me to eat meat, I will. But
Yeah.
yeah. So what are your topics? What do you got? What do you want to
So we
talk
got
about?
top story this week. Elon Musk apparently was the side bitch in Google founder Sergey Brin's marriage, which is they're now filing for divorce. Elon Musk has laughed off the affair rumors and insisted
Mm-hmm.
that he hasn't had
Damn.
sex in ages.
It sounds like Elon Musk said, I'm feeling lucky.
Yeah, that's good. I forgot that button.
Yeah, remember how you used to have that one?
Yeah, I'm feeling lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was always a dangerous button to press.
Yeah,
That
because
was
it
always
could
an
be
accidentally look at child pornography button.
Yeah. That was really scary. That's, I like to get fucked up and then type in
Yeah.
hot kids and then hover my mouse over I'm feeling lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hot baby sausage. How to make hot baby sausage at home in your basement.
Yeah.
Photography. I was looking for pictures, and then I hit I'm feeling lucky.
Yeah.
And I guess I wasn't. I always read it in the Clint Eastwood voice. I'm feeling lucky.
I'm feeling lucky.
Are you feeling lucky?
Punk. Yeah. I haven't seen Dirty Harry before.
Really?
No. It's a hole in my...
Maybe we'll watch Dirty Harry after this.
I would love to.
I might have to have another piece of celery. Have a
Nick
big
is
lunch.
withering away.
I'm gonna have a big lunch of celery. Well, I just don't know how to do it yet.
Celery is water, dude.
I've tried to cook my own tofu.
You need like mung beans and stuff.
Yeah, you need a lot of beans, a lot of edamame. I think my guts are finally adjusting to it.
Yeah.
Like I'm not.
Who's like the most badass guy that's a vegan?
None of them.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm Googling it.
Who's the most badass? It's my
most
job.
badass
I'll
vegan.
Google for you. Sorry, I'm the producer. You don't have. You just use your computer to play games and keep yourself, like level-headed and not stressed.
I'm playing games right now.
Yeah.
Oh, Bill Clinton, he's badass.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it's it's not the vegetables keeping him young. It's the adrenochrome.
The adrenochrome.
The adrenodine.
Ellen DeGeneres, she's badass.
Ellen DeGeneres.
Ellen DeGeneres. Yes.
Ellen DeGene Napoli.
We still have to call him to review the Elvis movie.
Yeah.
Steve-O, the Jackass star.
He's vegan?
Yeah. Fiona Apple.
That makes sense.
She's badass.
Considering her name.
Yeah. Mike Tyson.
It should have been Fiona Hamburger, I'd be surprised.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, it'd be shocking to find out that Meatloaf is a vegan. Or Neil Hamburger.
Yeah, that would be surprising.
Or Comedian Hamburger.
Yeah.
Or, Gal, Meat Wad.
Meat Wad
Aqua
from
Teen
Aqua
Hunger.
Teen,
Yeah, or, David Meat.
Apparently, Mike Tyson went vegan.
He did, yeah.
To lose 100 pounds and focus on his family and quit hookers and cocaine.
Yeah. Well, that's why I did it. I wanted to lose 100 pounds and quit hookers and cocaine.
James Cameron's done it, and he has his own farm.
Yeah.
He grows 90% of his family's food at his biodynamic farm in
We
New
should
Zealand.
get James Cameron on the show.
We got to get him on the show.
I can try some of the food from his farm.
I would love
As
that.
a vegan myself, and I can explain to him, to his face. It's
we
like,
can
well,
blow our budget, go to New Zealand.
I kept thinking about Chinese people eating dogs, and I said, I don't want to be like that.
And then he would really finally pop off on the Chinese.
And he was like, he's like, that's interesting. Have you ever considered, what if Chinese people lived in space? What would that be like?
Yeah.
I'm getting the idea for a new movie now.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you'd get a story by credit,
Mm-hmm.
which is really, that is where the money's at.
How about it's a planet where the fuel is dogs? and there's a yellow race of... All right, sorry. That's
Actor Joaquin Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
He claims to have pursued it.
He cured his hair lip
at
with...
3 years old.
Yeah, he cured his hair lip with eating vegetables.
Carl Lewis, the badass 10-time Olympic gold medal winner.
Mm-hmm.
These people aren't badass enough. Like, not enough of these people have done, like, throat rips.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
If someone said to me, like, Dolph Lundgren, Al Gore, he's not badass.
Is Dolph Lundgren a vegan?
5 vegans who are more badass than you thought. RZA, Steve-O, Samuel L. Jackson. But what about the Royale with cheese, huh? John Joseph. Who's that? Jingleheimer Schmidt?
Yeah. But his name is my name, too.
Fronting a hardcore band that came out of the 80s New York, you get a pretty immediate hand-over cred. What's a hand-over cred?
Well, it's certainly better than a hand job cred.
Oh, this guy wrote the book Meat is for Pussies. Yeah, you got to start chilling with this guy.
Yeah.
Dolph
Lundgren is vegan.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's all the evidence we need.
Dolph Lundgren goes vegan after watching The Game Changers. In a TV interview with Piers Morgan on the Good Morning Britain, Piers told him, "You're looking fantastic." To which he replied, "Ich bin I don't
think he's from Germany.
Is he? Well, I don't know what's going on. Lundgren's friend and co-star Arnold Schwarzenegger was one of the producers on the film. Okay. Anyways, back to the monologue. What you want to talk about this week?
Okay, so top story, obviously, Elon Musk is responding to these cheating rumors by saying publicly on Twitter
now, what's the
that
story?
he has not had sex in ages.
He was cheating. He was fucking the
Sergey
wife of
Brin's wife.
Mrs. Google.
Yeah, Mrs. Google.
And we already said I'm feeling lucky.
Mm-hmm.
What are some other Google things? He'd really like to. He said he'd really like to search her engine.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
He was looking at his dick and he's like, I think I got Lycos from that hotbot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to ask Jeeves what these dots all over my penis are. I got a little too Yahoo in this lady's Bing hole.
In her Bing hole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He apparently when he came inside the Google guy's wife, he said, "Bing, all done." Like an oven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He says, I don't know. That was easy. No, that's the Staples button.
He said they're going to have to staple her pussy shut after I fucked it raw.
After I tore that up.
I tore her pussy up. And then the doctor will say, that was easy.
Yeah. He was
Yeah.
he went
Yeah, did you hear the kid that came out of her pussy, they called that the search results.
That's pretty good.
They called that the search results.
Okay, famous Madam Ghislaine Maxwell can now enjoy movies and yoga after a transfer to a low-security Florida prison.
Elon Musk went into the Google headquarters in blackface, and he said, "Where the Gmails at?"
Yeah, okay. That's pretty good.
Yeah, where y'all keep your Gmails?
Where you keep your Gmails?
Like females?
Yeah.
I'm trying to holler at some Gmails.
All these Gmails.
Yeah.
And all
I'm trying to get
these
some
hoes.
pussy from some juicy from some Gmails. What's the guy's name? Sergey Brin?
Sergey Brin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet he felt so gay
I felt
when his wife fucked.
That is a very
Tesla
funny
guy.
name, Sergey.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is
That sounds like that should be Elton John's name.
That should be his name, Sergey. Sergey.
Sergey John.
Sergey John.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, there you go. There's your joke for the
There we
Elon
go,
Musk
yeah.
thing. Is Elton Musk. Elton Musk, can you imagine that?
Had sex with Sergey John's
Just
wife.
gay Elon Musk.
Yeah.
And he's like, what if we had an electric car that you could plug into your ass? You know?
Yeah.
Maybe you could say something like that. Elton Musk fucks Sergey Brin's wife.
Yes.
And it's like Sergey Brin, more like Sergey Elton John.
Yeah. What was his wife's name? Let's look that up.
Yeah. I'll look it up. Don't worry. Why don't you talk to the crowd for a minute while I look this up. Elton John's wife. I'll look it up.
Okay.
Yeah. The people here, they want to hear from you, and you just like fill them in on what's going on with you lately.
What's been going on with me? I went to the beach this weekend. It was nice. I think I got a slight sunburn, but everything else was going well. On my penis.
Really?
No. On my shoulders. You always forget the shoulders.
Yeah. Okay, so Sergey Brin's company is called Alphabet Incorporated, and after being cucked by Elon, he's going to have to change the name of the company to Beta Bet.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Or Sigma, whichever one that one is.
I think Sigma is like you don't even exist on the in the alphabet. You're like a fucking psycho. You're like the Joker.
Okay. Google Elon Musk. Ow, fuck. Yeah. Elon.
He's really, I mean, Shane Gillis said this last week when we were on Matt and Shane, but he really is in the news.
Yeah.
Quite a bit. They're really trying to get something to stick to.
He's the richest man in the world.
Well, yeah, but it's always like gossipy.
So this is what you want to talk about. It's him saying, I don't have time for sex.
Yeah, he says he hasn't had sex in ages. Frowny face.
Mm-hmm.
The richest man in the world feels it necessary to post that, I think that's kind of pathetic.
Oh, billionaire rubbishes report of alleged liaison with Nicole Shanahan, the partner of his longtime friend Sergey Brin. Nicole, Shanahan, a handful of cum. Or I don't know. I got nothing on that. Sorry. Nicole Train. Yeah, it sounds like Elton John Nicole Train.
Sergey John Nicole Train.
I said, who is this? Sergey Elton John Nicole Train Shanahan?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there you go. I think we're good on the Elon Musk thing.
Yeah, I think we got his ass.
So what's the next story you want to cover?
Next story. The famous Madam Ghislaine Maxwell has been transferred to a low-security Florida prison where apparently she can enjoy movies and yoga.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like that. What I like about Ghislaine's name is the S is silent.
Yeah.
The S standing for the second grader that she has tied up in her basement is silent. Ghislaine Maxwell can enjoy movies, yoga, after transfer to a low-security Florida prison. So I guess people are mad about that?
Yes, people are incensed.
Yeah, I think at very least what the trade-off should be, she's allowed to do yoga, but she has to do it nude, and it's broadcast into my pants directly in front of my penis.
Yes.
There's a screen in front of my penis that gets to watch Ghislaine Maxwell do yoga moves. I bet she feels like a real downward dog in prison after being arrested for molesting children.
Well, she just assisted in the molestation. Let's not.
Yeah.
Let's not. You know.
Yeah.
Now that we have this insurance policy,
they call her the baby cobra. The way she strangled and victimized those babies.
Yes. Her new home will be widely different than the conditions Maxwell allegedly suffered in Brooklyn, where she complained about sharing a tiny cell with rats, having maggot-infested meals, and being put through torturous treatment by the guards.
Mm-hmm.
So now she is back in Florida, the scene of the crime, many people are saying.
Yeah.
Where...
What's the angle on this joke you want to have? What do you want to say?
Do
you we want to mock people that are upset?
I guess that's
because a woman, like, you know, we don't have
that the prison. Yeah, she isn't eating the maggots.
We don't have cruel and unusual punishment here, regardless of what the crime is. So you shouldn't be upset, regardless of how heinous the crime is. A big-breasted woman should never, you know.
Damn, she really did have big old things. I'm looking at them right now.
She had huge tits that made literally I would let her out of jail. If it were me, if the high court of me and Steve Harvey.
Yeah.
And we had the debate whether she stays in jail or not.
And he said she did what?
Yeah.
And you said, look at them things.
Yeah.
Look at those big old hooters.
Yeah. They say she's a
big
pedophile.
Flappy slappies.
They say she's a pedophile, but them titties ain't a pedophile.
That's for sure, my brother.
Yeah.
Popular activities also include frisbee.
Also, babies love titties. That's like that's the bank for them.
That was the source of the honeypot operation.
Yeah.
She was waving her titties at the baby.
Yeah. And in fact, in her prison yoga class, they call her the cat cow. Because she's got pussy and big old milk tits.
Oh, they
call her the peaceful warrior. Right, go ahead, sorry.
The New York Post speculates that yoga is likely of particular interest to the madam, who has helped teach the ancient art before.
Mm.
She was once a genuine and kind. Ghislaine Maxwell is a genuine and kind fellow inmate, according to some of her cellies.
Yeah. Warrior 2, Warrior 3. I'm trying to remember the other.
Downward Dog, Shavasana,
Lord of the Dance, Upward Plank.
Yes.
Sorry, excuse me. I have vegetables coming out of me. Four-limb staff pose, cobra pose, triangle pose, child's pose. That's
child's pose. Yeah,
that
was really sitting there.
Yeah. Yeah, in the prison system, they say that Ghislaine's favorite yoga position is the child's pose.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when it's in front of a camera at gunpoint.
I think.
Why don't you try that one out? See if you like that. See how it feels in your mouth.
All right.
Which is what Ghislaine said.
Disgraced Madam Ghislaine Maxwell can enjoy movies and yoga after transferring to low-security Florida prison.
Uh-huh.
According to fellow inmates, her favorite yoga pose is the child's pose, which she often practices at gunpoint in front of a camera.
Especially when the child is posing at gunpoint.
Especially when the child is posing at gunpoint in front of a camera.
Yeah. Why don't you try it again just a little slower?
Disgraced former Madam Ghislaine Maxwell can enjoy movies and yoga after transferring to a low-security Florida prison. According to fellow inmates, her favorite pose is the child's pose, especially when the child... What is that? Oh, you got an email. Especially when the child is held at gunpoint.
Is posing at gunpoint.
Is posing at gunpoint in front of a camera.
Great, dude. I think you nailed it.
Thanks, man.
I think that was like a perfect
Yeah, I'm working on the smugness. I'm working on the Bill Maher smugness. Actually, speaking of Bill Maher's back in the news.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he is. According to Bill,
Oh yeah.
Oh
I was
yeah.
in Chicago
Oh yeah.
for 4 days.
Oh yeah, Bill Maher.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, good guy.
Somebody at the show.
He's more Canadian.
One of the guys at the show, I said something on stage, and afterwards he goes, "Golly."
He said, "Golly."
Yeah.
See, that's the down home Midwestern hospitality we're used to.
That you say stuff like that. You raise a big bitch daughter off macaroni and cheese.
Oh, a big old bitch daughter.
The document's author is using the pageless format.
Bill Maher yearns for the days of old when James Bond was allowed to have as much sex with as many hot women as he wanted to. Mm-hmm. The host of HBO's Real Time thinks that the timeless character's essence has been emasculated by the woke world that we live in.
Is there even a new James Bond movie out?
I think there was the last one.
He finally got around to seeing it, and now he's talking about James Bond.
Yeah,
it's been out on DVD for fucking 18 months.
Dude, the news takes a little while to get to Bill. Yeah.
You know he just lives on his set. He's like a little trailer that he lives in.
His set, if I remember correctly, was right by the Grove. It was at CBS Studios.
They call him the Grover.
They call him the Grover
because he's blue and he's because he's very blue. Because his comedy's very blue.
Yeah,
and he lives by the Grove.
It's too hot for TV.
Yeah,
he said this was back in the day when James Bond was allowed to fuck hot chicks. You know how they've really pussified him. Maher said. It's so pathetic. Bond literally takes his girlfriend and daughter on a mission to save the world. He practically stops off at Target to buy tampons on the way to the underground lair.
In fact, they're casting Bill Maher in his own James Bond movie called Tomorrow Never Shuts the Fuck Up.
That's true.
Yeah.
I think
he's going to play James Bond.
He said, because of the woke world that we live in, back in the day, Dr. Christmas and Denise Richards was hotter than the sun, and she still is. But also a brilliant scientist, which is just like you looked at her and went, that's not really possible. That's pretty badass.
He's talking about what?
He wants it to go back to the days of Dr. Christmas Jones, who I believe was from The World Is Not Enough.
That was a terrible movie.
It was one of the worst ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
all
Denise
I remember
Richards
is there's a nuclear bomb and a bunch of oil pipelines or something.
She played a nuclear physicist, I believe. Yeah. And then the big joke at the end was that he gave her a multiple orgasm. He said, I guess Christmas comes twice.
Yeah.
That was the big joke after he fucked.
I think that's how bad the writing in that movie got, is that it's literally the character from Dumb and Dumber.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Denise Richards played Lloyd Christmas in The World Is Not Enough.
She drove around in a giant dog van.
Yeah.
What
a dumb thing to complain about too.
This is
James Bond movies.
Bill is not censoring himself, and that's the Bill that we know and we love. Mm-hmm. And to be honest with you, you may say it's dumb. I consider him to be a colleague, and I support his right to say it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I forgot that we're trying to get him on the show.
We are actively trying to get him on the show.
It's just I feel like he's kind of violated. You know, this is a liberal show.
Who are his people?
He's stepping a little out of line.
Do we have IMDb Pro?
I have IMDb Pro. As a producer, I have it. What do you need me to look up?
Who are his agents?
IMDb, Bill Maher. I'll look at this for you in a second. Why don't you spin the topic? Tell us what you want to hear next.
Oh, he's at CAA.
Why don't you go keep going?
Well, no, Nick, we can parlay this very easily into getting Bill Maher. Yeah.
What do you want to talk? What do you want to talk about? What did you want to say about the Bill Maher thing? Because my angle was wrong. I'm sorry. So what do you want?
No. I think that it is truly incredibly gay of him to be upset about it.
It's gay.
Yeah, it's gay.
But correct. Gay is good now.
Gay is good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bill Maher says James Bond has gone soft over the years. Mm. And
Panera Bread, gay is good.
Gay is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have that on the sign out front now. If you're gay, that's good.
Yeah.
In rainbow font.
Happy Pride from Panera Bread.
Some of them don't even say Pride anymore. They just use the rainbow font. It's just a rainbow font. It'll be like, get your batteries here at Radio Shack. But gay, in a gay way.
But in a gay way.
Yeah. And find a gay way. It's Ford Truck Month, but gay.
But gay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we're having a special event.
Yeah. No, Toyota, they had an ad. They just released a picture of a Tacoma, but on the lift gate on the back of the truck, there was just an asshole.
Oh.
It just had a rainbow-colored asshole that they had photoshopped onto the...
My grandpappy, he would have never expected the world that that he could never see. Where a man's asshole could be popularly featured on the back of a Toyota Tacoma.
Are you saying he was gay and that...
Oh, who knows? I mean, he didn't really even have the option.
Yeah.
You know? He could have made a choice.
Okay, so the angle you want to take on this is that we are anti-Bill Maher for saying...
No, I think we are supporting Bill Maher and saying James Bond has gone soft.
Mm.
I like my James Bond hard.
Yeah.
And I like the girls to be dead. to be raped and murdered.
Yeah.
It's I mean, we talk about this a lot, but Bill, you know, the first girl he fucks in every one of those movies, she always dies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, you know, you can't even fuck a woman and then have her killed by her, arch villain.
This is sort of bothering me. I was sitting behind an Indian woman who kept eating her own earwax on the plane.
Is that true?
Yeah. And it's been upsetting me all morning.
That's truly disgusting.
It was bad. Yeah, it was really bothering me, and I can't get it out of my head. And that's going to be like my contribution to the Me Too movement.
You're going to Me Too yourself.
No, I'm just saying that I witnessed that.
Yeah.
Do you remember when like people were posting like Hot Girl Month or whatever?
Uh-huh.
And then I was finding the fat women replying to it with pictures of themselves, and I was replying to them and being like, "Excuse me, but you're ruining Hot Girl Month, ma'am. You're ruining this,
ma'am." Ma'am.
That was fun of me.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah,
it was fun when there for 10 minutes women thought that they could post pictures that we could beat off to as a response to toxic masculinity.
Mm.
I feel like they really walked in on that one.
And let's do a new segment called Adam's Love Chat, where you speak directly to the female community, and you tell them, you know, it's like, you know how Steve Harvey does that, act like a man, think like a man.
Yeah, yeah.
He tells women how to think and act. So let's have you, as a sensitive, someone who's in touch with their sensitive feminine side.
Yeah.
What advice you want to give women?
Mm-hmm.
And you're telling them now how to think and behave.
Well,
what's going on with women? Let's find a story.
It's not about giving women advice. What I'd like to do is give men advice. And I'd like to tell them to act like a woman and think like a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And so, therefore, like, we get in a lot of trouble, right? Us fellas, because we don't listen.
Yeah.
You know? They're talking. We're looking at our phones, trying to check the score of the game, which we're not allowed to see because it's date night, you know? But, instead...
Did you hear the joke about the deaf couple?
No.
And the wife says to the husband, "You're never looking at my hands."
Right.
You know, you're never...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish women could sign with their tits.
That would be cool.
That'd be pretty cool.
Kind of wave them in different ways.
Yeah.
One of them does like circles or up and down.
Yeah, you need big flappy slappies to do that. Yeah.
Right. You would have to be like one of the guys that directs planes at the airport.
Like with your cones?
Yeah, but with big tits. With tassels.
Yes.
That'd be cool. Maybe you could get the deaf community to listen to women if they were doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but what we have to do is start thinking like a bitch, you know?
Yeah.
We got to put our minds in the bodies of a bitch and put the bitch's brain inside of our bodies. You know?
And what would that look like?
It would look like, when they start yapping, we come up with some even more inane bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
That's even more boring.
Yeah.
and see how they like it.
So I'm like a woman, and I'm like, who are you you're texting other girls. I know you
Mhm.
are.
Yeah.
Then what would you say?
And then I'd talk about, a really funny story that I'm trying to get out that has absolutely no point.
Mm.
Or like when we're watching a movie together
Yeah.
and they're like, they say something like, oh, like, why is this going on? And we naturally want to be like,
What movie?
Any
it's
movie.
James Bond, and he's raping a woman. and
yeah,
killing
yeah.
her.
They're like, why is James Bond raping a woman?
Yeah.
So what we could say is like, we know that question is coming.
Yeah.
And so we have to ask an even more inane question before they even have a chance.
Yeah.
So we say like, why is this movie called James Bond?
Right.
Right. So they can't interrupt the movie for us. We interrupt it for them.
So before the question comes, you ask the dumbest question.
You ask an
possible.
even dumber question. Right.
Mm.
Yeah. Oh, why does he have a gun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, how come there aren't any British people named James Bond?
You're right. Yeah.
You would think that would be the most popular name there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they really have to think on that, so they
Mhm.
can't ask us like, whatever. Oh, does he know that that's the bad guy?
Mm.
Probably not.
Ian Flaming.
Yeah, Ian Flaming.
That should be Ian Finance's name.
Yes,
He should go by that name.
and he should write spy
Can you imagine
novels.
if Ian Fidance wrote James Bond?
Oh my God.
He was just a guy who just wanted to have a good time with everybody. And he got along with everybody.
Yes.
And, he worked for the British government. And the Russians said they had a fucking bomb. So they sent him over there. And he was like, guys, let's just why don't we do a podcast? Hear me out. We do a podcast.
We do a podcast.
We do a podcast together. And then we get lunch. Dude.
Mm-hmm.
And we talk about sobriety.
Yeah.
And we all have a really good time.
Yeah, and then we post content.
Yeah.
Or,
And
keep posting
every
content.
single moment everything is going on Instagram stories. Always.
Instagram Live.
Every single
Stories.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
He really is he's like a mom or an aunt.
he really
With the
is.
phone. He's like, okay, say cheese, everyone.
It's
like,
time for a selfie.
We're doing pictures. We're doing pictures. Let's get everyone in front of the restaurant. We're doing pictures.
Dude, I was sitting at a diner I was telling you earlier, but I forgot to finish. I was sitting next to these two like Long Island women at this diner.
Yeah.
One is like crying, right?
Right.
And I see her like reach for a pill bottle. She pops a pill. We're at the diner. They're like, "What do you want to drink?" She's like, "Do you have rosé?" And they were like, "I guess maybe we can try to find some." And she's like, "I'm just gonna be drunk today." To like her. To her friend. And so she's like, "It's okay, baby, it's okay." And then
I'm just gonna be drunk.
I'm just
today.
gonna be drunk
It's
today.
fucking 9 a.m.
Yeah, it was like literally, yeah, it was like 9:30 a.m. We're at a diner. She's ordering rosé, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna just not listen to my girlfriend, just listen to these women the entire time.
That's awesome.
And then, so from what I could tell, she was the side bitch, right? And the guy, like, she's like, I don't understand it. He keeps blocking my number. He keeps changing my name in his phone. I don't understand what's going on. And, like, why, like, because we have, like, we have the best conversations.
Mhm.
And he truly, like, he says to me, he wants to be with me. But, like, every second time I text him, my number is blocked. And then, so they were like, you know what it is? We finally had it out last night. And he said to me, the reason why he can't leave his girlfriend and be with me is because he's scared. He is scared of her because she is truly a psychopath. And I was just like sitting there. I was like, this guy is just getting away with everything.
He's James Bond, dude.
This guy is James Bond. Yeah.
He's like, yes, the reason is I'm actually afraid of her.
Yeah. Actually,
She scares me because
she's
scares me.
terrifying. Yeah.
Anyways, make sure you swallow this time. I don't want any cum on my pants so my wife doesn't see it. Make sure you keep your slimy hand off my pants. I don't want to explain the saliva stains.
Oh my God, those girls were amazing. They had the worst plastic surgery, like fake lips. They're going through the guy's girlfriend's Instagram. They're like, "What even is this?" And the girl was like, I like peeped over because obviously I was just eavesdropping, and like The girl is clearly better looking than this girl. She's like much better looking. They're like, what are those lips? Like, what is that tan?
So you got close enough to look over her
I was
shoulder.
sitting next to her at like at the counter at a diner.
Okay. I thought you were in the booth behind.
No. That would have been psycho. No, we were sitting at a counter. We were like sitting at
your head with your snickering, just sneaking your head over the top of the booth to stare at the.
And then my girlfriend, like, she like kept like looking over at me. She's like, I wish I could listen. Can you change seats with me? I was like, no, I want to listen. I'll tell you about this later. But yeah, they were the best, dude. I'm just gonna be drunk today. Dude, I love those girls.
Yeah.
So that's what you got to think like a bitch. You know, you got to listen to conversations like that. You got to start acting that way. You know, you got to tell the girl who you're cheating on your girlfriend with that you can't leave your girlfriend because you're afraid of her.
And surprise twist, we find out the girl she was bitching to also fucking that guy.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah,
1000%. Yeah, you're so much prettier than her.
It's funny that people actually do that.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Can you imagine if like you were like, first of all, I don't think that would like if a guy was like, yeah, I'm fucking this girl, but she won't leave her boyfriend for me. Your friend would be like, that's awesome. Dude.
Yeah, that's sick. Dude.
That's so cool.
So you don't have to like do anything.
Yeah,
for
right.
her?
You don't have to do nothing.
You don't have to do shit.
Yeah, I texted. I thought of the obligatory "How's it going?"
It's probably way cheaper.
My number was blocked. I didn't even have to. The text didn't even go through.
Yeah, she just wants me to fuck her. I guess.
Yeah, it's awesome.
All she wants is to fuck me and then not talk to me.
I don't have to do anything. I can just spend the entire day drunk at a diner.
Yeah, she just, she just gets to annoy her boyfriend.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be drunk today.
Right. And now let's go through his Instagram, and then you and my friend go, "You're so much hotter than him." You're so much hotter than this guy.
You're so much hotter.
You're
than
so
him.
much hotter than him,
dude. You're way hotter than him, dude. I love those girls.
Yeah.
I can change them.
I'm just gonna be drunk today.
I'm just gonna be drunk today. She's like just doing Xanax, ordering rosé at a diner. They're like, I think we have some. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's funny to imagine she didn't even have a hard night. She just woke up.
Yeah.
And that was just her morning. She was getting started.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, so we'll put that in the monologue as drunk Long Island women.
Yeah, it was just drunk bitches that I saw at a diner.
Yeah. Maxwell can enjoy movies in prison. So what movies do you think she's watching in there? Despicable Me 2?
Yeah, she's definitely catching up on Minions.
Mm-hmm.
She's Look Who's Talking, perhaps. The baby. Yeah, it's where the babies are really smart. Baby Geniuses, perhaps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All baby movies.
Mm-hmm.
Boss Baby.
Yeah. Where it's like, it's like the sex slave at Little St. James.
She's probably watching Toddlers and Tiaras.
Yeah, she's probably watching that. Yeah. She's probably watching
what was the Netflix pedophile show everyone got mad about? It was like Chubbies or something.
I don't know.
Or Cuties, was that it?
Oh yeah, it was just sexy kids.
Yeah. Hey, Cuties on Netflix. Was that the one?
You definitely gotta feel you definitely gotta I'm feeling lucky that search.
88.
This is the trailer.
Mais qu'est-ce que c'est que ça? Il se passe quoi là? Vous faisiez quoi à la gare? On va danser au concours.
Oh,
what language is that?
I don't know. I think it's like doo-doo or caca. I think it's either doo-doo or caca.
Oh, so it's Brazilian Portuguese.
Yeah. Dudu, caca, pupu, pipi.
Que Dudu, papai.
Dudu, caca, pupu, pipi, pipi, pupu.
Pipi, pupu.
Yeah.
Yeah. What a ridiculous sounding language, Portuguese.
Pupu, caca, pipi, pupu.
It sounds like a deaf person speaking Russian.
Yeah.
We're like a deaf Russian speaking Spanish. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bonjour. Yeah, doing lightsaber noises.
Quoi?
I don't understand. I knew nothing about this show.
What was it?
I just saw the stink all over social media, and I assumed it was like a documentary about some kind of beauty pageant for kids.
Yeah.
But this seems to be just a regular dramatic show about preteen girls that form like a dance group.
Oh, that's what it's about?
Yeah, so it's not really I mean, I guess the target audience would probably be preteen girls. And then you can say, yeah, but pedophiles are also going to watch it. And it's like, well, yeah, but that applies to everything with children in it. It is very funny to imagine pedophiles just watching Barney. Like they're
like, this is my favorite one.
Yeah, they're like, he is such a G, dude.
Dude, he's such a pimp.
He's a monster, and he gets to hang out with
He's
kids
a
all day.
fucking monster.
He's a monster.
He's a fucking monster. Barney?
I would love to do that, dude. Be a big gay monster.
Dude, Barney is a fucking monster.
All right, now clean up my house, bitch. That's what he says to the kids at the end of every episode. Now you got to clean all this shit up. You had your fun. Now clean up.
Yeah, it's time to fucking...
Now clean me.
He makes those little fuckers clean up.
So what movie would Ghislaine Maxwell be watching?
The
Green Child.
The Green Child.
Yeah. What are the most popular movies out now?
I saw a new movie this weekend. Actually, I saw Jordan Peele's Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that could be.
She saw a movie called "Do You Want to Fuck Anyone Over the Age of 13? Nope."
Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was one of the movies Ghislaine Maxwell was watching.
That's probably one.
Yeah.
That's probably one of the movies.
What are some other movies that are out now that maybe Ghislaine Maxwell could want to watch?
Top Gun.
Stop running. Run. Stop running away from the compound.
Yeah. Stop run. Fuck.
Top Gun Madam. Top Gun Side Chick. Top Gun no, I got nothing on Top Gun. What are the other top new releases? Let's see here.
Jurassic World. There's a movie called The Gray Man with Ryan Gosling.
Ethan Hawke's Black Phone. Why isn't there a movie called like Wild Pornography? You know?
Mm-hmm.
That would be nice, because then I could be like, oh yeah, she's actually watching child pornography. Liam Neeson stars in Wild Pornography. Oh yeah, I bet Ghislaine's watching that movie.
Well, it could be one of the Bourne films.
Child porn
Yeah.
supremacy?
Child porn supremacy.
Yeah.
Yeah. The child porn ultimatum. The child porn,
If I watched all of the Marvel movies, because I've never seen any of them, how long would that take?
It would probably take like
her
3
entire
days.
prison sentence.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if she has access
I watch
to movies,
all of them.
your prison sentence could be, you have to get caught up on all of the Lord of the Rings bullshit, Harry Potter, and all the Marvel movies.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're out of prison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If she gets movies, then that's a breeze.
And that's probably more beneficial than getting a degree at this point. If you're in prison and you can just watch all the Marvel movies, you'll be better set up. Certainly better set up than like, which people used to do, which is like reading Marx and becoming a Muslim.
No, yeah.
That seems to be like a bad move.
That's not going to do shit for you.
Yeah. Unless you're already a famous boxer, I don't think it's going to help you at all.
No way.
No, you should just watch all the Marvel movies in prison.
Yeah, you should know about Thanos.
Yeah, what's this other story you got in here? A man who threw out $175 million in Bitcoin wants robot dogs to help dig it up.
A man who accidentally threw away a hard drive with 8,000 Bitcoins on it wants to use the robot dogs and artificial intelligence to help him dig through the dump.
A Bitcoin dog.
Recover his lost fortune.
What's its name? Fido? Like D-Fido?
D-Fido.
Is that the name of the dog?
Pretty good.
Yeah. Spot Price?
Damn.
Is that the name of the dog? Spot Price?
That's damn. It's the hard drive is worth roughly $175 million.
Yeah. Damn, that sounds like one hard drive to find.
What's the button?
What? Oh, the laughter? Yeah.
Yeah. That does sound like a hard drive to find.
Yeah. Yeah, the hard drive is buried somewhere about as far deep as his dick is going to be buried in a woman once he finds that money. Some gold chaser.
He wants to dig up the entire landfill.
What is it called? Gold chaser? What is the expression? Gold digger.
Yeah. Well, that's the James Bond's Gold Chaser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A gold chaser would be like a bug chasing guy that also wants money.
Yes.
I'm just a gold chaser.
He wants to get the HIV virus from a rich
Why do they call them bug?
man.
Yeah, bug diggers.
Bug diggers.
Yeah. Instead of bug chasers.
Yeah.
It's like you just want me for my AIDS. You're just some bug digging. You got something on your phone?
I got a new headline.
Oh, sorry.
Just popped up. Pope Francis begs for forgiveness for evil Christians inflicted on indigenous people. He was in Canada apologizing to the indigenous First People, humbly begging for forgiveness for Canada's involvement in the... What?
Pope Francis was asking for forgiveness on behalf of Canada.
On behalf of Canada. He said, I humbly beg for forgiveness for the evil committed by so many Christians against the indigenous people. Francis said to a large crowd of indigenous people, some in traditional dress and headdress, in Massachusetts, Alberta. The Pope made his apology in a powwow circle, a covered ring surrounded by an open space used for traditional dancing and drumming circles. Around it were teepees, campfires, and booths.
Lil Powwow, the rapper.
That's pretty good.
And he's like, hey, how are you? Please stop raping me. I got raped by my bodyguard. Who remembers that story?
Around it were teepees and campfires and booths labeled mental health and cultural support.
TP. Very close to PP, the name of their house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just don't go there, you know? They're really asking for it with
toilet paper.
Toilet paper.
Yeah.
Yeah, the toilet paper, the PP. Yeah.
So what was it? What was the angle on that story you wanted to?
I don't know.
Oh.
It just popped up on my phone.
Because I thought maybe we could go somewhere with the bug digger.
Yeah, let's go for this bug digger guy.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if really. I thought maybe you want to run with that.
So
Yeah,
this guy,
a guy being like, you're just after me for my AIDS. Does that do anything for you or no?
No, that's pretty good.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically this guy, he wants to give 30% to the workers who help recover and give $60 billion in Bitcoin to each resident of or $60 in Bitcoin to each resident of the town, where he is asking to dig up their entire city landfill, of which the city council argues poses a significant ecological risk. I gotta piss so bad.
Well, a computer nerd that wants to go through the garbage. What do they call him? The trash pussy?
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Both humans and he wants to use both humans and AI powered machines, including Boston Dynamics robot dogs. And he expects the process to take about 3 years.
Yeah. Boston Dynamics, they got robot dogs that do racist shit for the police and now also collect the Bitcoin.
Yeah, they sniff out Vietnamese guys.
Yeah. What's your angle on that? What do you want to say with that? What's your opinion? Let's start with your opinion, and then we'll do the joke writing.
My opinion is like, look at this fucking clown who wants to dig up an entire city dump.
Yeah.
Right? We're supposed to belittle this guy, right?
But why? Are you anti-Bitcoin, or it seems like a waste? Or
it just seems very selfish.
Personally, what I would do is I just wouldn't have thrown the hard drive away in the first place.
Yeah, that's probably what I would have done as well. Yeah, I would have kept it in my house.
Yeah, I would have kept
away
it
from my wife.
I would have
for
kept
sure.
it, of course. Yeah,
yeah.
Because you know how women, their menstrual cycles, they scramble the hard drives.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's a fool me once situation, if I've ever heard of one.
I tell you what should be in the landfill is the wife. We should put her in there.
She probably threw the damn thing out.
Yeah, you wouldn't need robot dogs to find her again. You want her back?
No.
Just put your hand to your ear.
And you can hear the ocean.
Listen for complaining.
Oh, complaining.
And that's how you know. Listen for a bunch of inane questions.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I thought it was that her pussy is so gaping, wide open, and large that you can hear the ocean.
And we'll call this the Adam Friedland Listen Up Ladies segment.
Yeah.
We'll have where you tell women. You tell men how to tell women how to act.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tell men to act. What was your theory again?
That you got to be more annoying than they are.
Okay. Yeah.
So that they learn their damn lesson finally.
Yeah.
You're so much prettier than her.
Mm.
I'm just going to be drunk today.
Yeah. That's the way they should have. If they want to, here's a compromise with Bill Maher. Yeah. Keep James Bond the way he is. Right. Just give equal screen time to the women that he's fucking.
Right.
So there should be a 20-minute scene in every James Bond movie where one of these women is just at a Long Island diner with her friend.
Right.
And
she fucked James Bond the night before.
Bond, yeah. And
then he gave her a phone number to text.
Yeah.
And then it's blocked.
Yeah, and Bill Maher's like, there's too many diner scenes in the new James Bond movie. Nobody wants these diner scenes.
No one wants to see these.
We want to see James Bond's penis going in and out of a bay.
But these fucking woke people.
Mm. Speaking of women, Honey Boo Boo, 16 years old, defends age gap with her boyfriend Draylon Carswell.
Yeah. Dude, she's in some hot water, this Honey Boo Boo.
Mm-hmm. It's funny that it's on her to defend the age gap.
Not the 21-year-old.
Right.
The picture of them is quite funny.
Yeah.
She does just look like Honey Boo Boo at 16.
Yeah. She looks like Tim Dillon.
She looks like a shorter girl version of Tim Dillon.
Yeah.
Damn, I have to pee so bad, dude.
Damn, I'm sorry.
I just got off the road.
Did you?
Got off the highway.
I came straight from the airport.
You came from the airport. I came from the highway.
Yeah.
And then we hit record. Let's see.
Honey Boo Boo will undergo weight loss procedure with boyfriend. Oh, her boyfriend has gold teeth also.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And probably a heart of gold as well.
Yeah.
If he's dating that monster.
Yeah. Why? What makes you call her a monster?
I don't know. She's a gross child.
Okay, so we're anti-Honey Boo Boo.
I don't know. I haven't made my mind up yet on this one.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I don't mean to pressure you. I'm just trying to figure out what exactly we're trying to say and what the voice of the show should be. So if this is going to be an anti-Honey Boo Boo, anti-Ghislaine Maxwell show, you could say, now, I tell you, there's one child that Ghislaine Maxwell wouldn't fuck. It's Honey Boo Boo.
Yeah, that'd be a good segue.
Maybe they should send Honey Boo Boo to the island, to Epstein's Island, because I'll tell you exactly what would happen. She'd make it sink into the ocean. It would become some kind of fucked up Atlantis at the bottom of the ocean.
That'd be good.
Because she's too fat.
Because she's too much of a fat 16-year-old pig who is coincidentally having sex with a 21-year-old
Yeah, that's the thing.
man.
Like, honestly, if Ghislaine Maxwell is probably pretty jealous of this situation, she's looking at it and she's like, look, to get away with fucking a child, all I had to do was pick a fat one and be a guy with gold teeth.
Mm-hmm.
And then the media would ask the child to defend the relationship.
Mm-hmm.
But because I went after sexy masseuses and brought them on a private jet. How about Dr. Masseuse?
Okay. So that's like a book for the girls on the island?
I guess, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's a good one. Mm-hmm. Here's a good story. Astronauts should not masturbate in zero gravity, says a NASA scientist. Astronauts have been warned against masturbating in space over fears female astronauts could get impregnated by stray fluids.
Yeah.
Wow. I never thought of that. There are strict guidelines over alone time on board in zero gravity. Scientists have warned that even the slightest rouge, the slightest rogue,
I'd say that would be a real space oddity if that happened.
Yeah, that would.
Yeah.
If a little skeet floated over and into a woman's pussy.
Yeah, Major Tom to birth control
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you,
Yeah.
if it's my wife up there, her pussy's got a gravitational pull.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Major Tom to birth control. I'm looking through your ass, and there's a little piece of cum floating into your pussy. The scientists are warning.
That'd be great for a monologue.
Yeah.
That would be really good.
Yeah. How about Apollo Squirtine?
Mm-hmm.
Apollo Squirtine. That's the Tom Hanks movie? Cum Hanks is starring in Apollo Squirtine. NASA, Blasta, is telling astronauts, not the NASA you're familiar with, the National Association of Seamen Answers, the National Anti-Seamen Association, not the space one. It's a different NASA that's telling blastronauts.
Well, what he says is that he compares sex in zero gravity to having intercourse while skydiving. He says while it's not impossible, it's pretty much next to impossible.
Yeah. When asked for comment, Neil Armstrong said, "That's one small step for man, one giant load for mankind."
That'd be good for a monologue.
Oh, yeah, you can put that in there.
That'd be good.
Yeah. You can put that in there.
Wow.
Yeah,
Sex and masturbation in space is a logistical nightmare with problems ranging from floating fluids to shrinking manhoods, according to astronomer John Milius. Wait, John Milius?
It's not that I'm a nerd. It's that space made my dick smaller, said one astronaut whose dick got smaller in space.
Yeah.
So wait, that's crazy. Does that mean that gravity makes your dick bigger?
It makes it
It's
smaller.
It's being pulled down all the time?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
I guess so. I wonder what my junk would look like up there.
In space?
Probably pretty small.
Yeah.
You never think about that. Those guys are up there with tiny peckers, trying to learn shit for the rest of us.
Yeah.
Trying to do experiments about will skeet float across a room into a woman's pussy.
Yeah, you're not allowed to masturbate in space.
Mm-hmm.
So what? Maybe you want to throw out some jokes for that.
I don't know.
2001.
Oh, Conan apparently waded into it.
Conan.
Let's see what he said.
Yeah.
He said, does porn work in zero gravity? It goes everywhere. He said, are you allowed to do it? They said, no, none of that. And they said, does porn work in zero gravity? It goes everywhere. That's not as funny as that Neil Armstrong line. I think you came
One
up
giant load for mankind.
Yeah, one giant load for mankind.
Yeah. When busting, Buzz Lightyear said to losing my virginity and beyond.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. You're not allowed to. What's it called? The no fap.
Yeah. No fap.
No fap. Apollo 13. How
No
about
fap.
that?
Apollo 13.
Yeah.
Let's see.
What are they called again? If you don't if you're a guy that doesn't bust.
Your Volcel.
Volcel. Are you finding?
I'm looking at the comments of what people are saying in the New York Post. Can't believe TBBT didn't explore this when Howard Wolowitz went on the ISS, considering the character. The closest they got when Howard asked Bernadette to drop something on him.
What is TBBT?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay, sorry.
The closest...
Sorry, what's your opinion on this, Adam? Maybe we can start with how you feel about it. What you would say if you were an astronaut and they told you could say something like, I work my whole goddamn life to be a pilot and a math nerd.
Yeah.
And I'm up
to
here.
Be up here. And you're telling me I can't beat off?
I can't jack off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know where to stick it, Houston.
Why don't you do one of your rants about that? Let's do an impromptu rant.
Here's the thing we think about astronauts. We think that they're badass cool guys, but they're actually nerds. They're nerds that have to stay in shape, right? That's what they are, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And then these fuckers are telling them that after their entire lives of working really hard at physics and math and being a sick pilot and going into zero gravity, that they can't fucking bust up there.
Mm-hmm.
No siree, partner. Okay?
Yes.
That you're like, not today, Satan. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
If I'm up there, I'm getting mines.
Now, and I just to interject, I always love that expression, not today, Satan.
Not
Okay.
today, Satan.
So what? Tomorrow then?
That's good.
That's a good
That's
day
good.
for Satan.
I would love to say that to a
Yeah.
church lady fanning herself.
Yeah.
Not today, Satan.
So then what?
So then tomorrow?
Is then tomorrow?
And she'd be like, damn, you right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
Not tomorrow, Satan.
We should do a segment where we bring on a middle-aged black lady and just argue with her. Where
We have an argument.
You can argue with her.
Mm-hmm.
Everything she thinks you can just contradict.
Yeah, it could be like, what the fuck was that all
Yeah,
about?
what does that mean?
Yeah, so you believe in ghosts or
Yeah.
something?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Girl, I'm going to get mine. What is yours?
What is yours?
What is yours?
What's getting yours?
What does that even mean?
Yeah, what does that mean?
What do you think you're
Mhm.
entitled to?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
And then she's going to say,
Mm-hmm.
government programs.
Is that what she's going to say?
No.
You can you can cut her off and be like, I know what you're going to say. Government programs.
Government programs. Yeah.
Not the defense contracts.
Yeah.
Give
You know
black,
how they-
give black women the Joint Strike
That
Fighter
really-
program.
That really pisses me off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let fat black women design the new stealth bomber.
Why did they give the F-35 to black women?
They should have.
Why? I mean, listen.
Yeah.
There's a lot of pork.
Just coming in low.
There's a lot of pork.
Grrr.
Grrr. That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what that movie Fences was about?
It's Top Gun Maverick, but it's M''Verick.
Maverick.
It's the worst. The worst version of that joke.
That's so bad.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's see.
Let's see what.
Okay. The TikTok clip that signed this bride's death warrant. Woman 29 is shot dead by her ex-husband in murder-suicide after posting video about her divorce and saying she's never been happier.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess a Pakistani-American woman.
Ooh, emphasis on Pakistani in this case.
Well, I guess they do honor killings. But
Yeah.
yeah, she did a...
Is your friend Honor named after honor killing?
I don't know. I think potentially, actually, yeah.
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 It'd be funny if somebody killed her, and then you could be like, wow, looks like it was an honor killing at the funeral.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you're not allowed
And
to
then
KGB anymore.
her whole family... No, she doesn't run that scene.
She doesn't?
She doesn't run.
I thought
she doesn't run that
she
room.
defined it. I thought she was the one that set the
No.
boundaries. And
No, she's just she just lives in Astoria.
you're not going to let her take KGB away from you.
You can't take it away from
You're precious.
Sean and Steven.
Is that their bar?
I think it's kind of there.
Who are the kings of KGB?
Sean, Steven, Nick Pinkerton. You know, all people no one knows on this podcast.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. She was found by police with a gunshot wound to the back of her head. Ooh, execution style.
Mm.
The Pakistani-American photographer wrote online that she had never been happier.
Not to be confused with just shooting a bitch style, which is usually in the chest and stomach.
Mhm.
Execution style. She was killed John Wick style.
Her husband traveled 710 miles to salvage their marriage after she posted about their divorce on TikTok. Finally had your dream South Asian wedding, but end up marrying just another toxic South Asian man, she said on TikTok.
Oh, so she wanted the arranged marriage and the elephant and all that. And then she was surprised to find out that turns out elephants, they've got problems of their own.
Yeah, it's true.
What do they do with the elephant after the wedding? It just goes back into the jungle?
Yeah, no, they send it back.
That's got to be weird to be an elephant. You
Yeah.
get back to Elephant Town, and they're like, where were you? They're like, dude, I don't even fucking know.
Dude, I was at an Indian wedding.
There was all these tiny brown people, and they were fucking dancing around me, and then two of them they fucked in front of everybody.
Yeah, they were doing a fucking. Everyone
They're
was
like,
doing choreography.
Bro, shut up. You're fucking lying, dude.
No, dude, I'm not fucking
You
making this
fucking
up at
fat
all.
faggot. You're lying.
No, dude, I fucking
He's
had to
like-
carry the wife.
He's like, first of all, fuck you. We're all fat.
Yeah, that's
How
fucked
dare
up.
you
Yeah.
even call me fat when we're all
Don't make it
fucking fat.
my thing. It's our thing.
We're all fat.
Yeah.
Second of all, I hope it fucking happens to you. I hope you get dragged. They make some tiny guy ride you to his wife before he kills her. Do you
Well,
think he rode an elephant to her house to kill her?
Yeah, that's how she died.
Just him wearing a diaper, just riding the elephant all night long, just on the highway.
Just 710 miles.
Yeah.
Pissed off.
Yeah, just smoking cigarettes. Just he's got a little like sports radio just tied to the elephant's head, and he's listening to Springsteen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dude, going through a divorce as a South Asian woman feels like you failed at life sometimes. The way the community labels you, the lack of emotional support you receive, and the pressure to stay with someone because of what people will say. She had a typo in her post. It makes it harder for women to leave marriages that they shouldn't have been in to begin with.
Well, I had the carburetor, baby, clean and check where their line blown out. She's roaming like.
just it's 2 a.m. This guy, he's like, I'm going to kill that bitch.
Just, how dare she say that on TikTok?
He's just like changing lanes, and he's waving one of the elephant's ears. Get over the exit.
Like a turbojet, dropped her up in the backyard on concrete blocks for a new clutch plate and a new set of shocks. Took her down.
This is the one I wanted. Not open all night.
This is badass.
Dude, I haven't listened to Nebraska in fucking
It's the best album.
10 years.
Do you think he's even been to Nebraska?
No, of course not. He's only been to Israel
Jersey.
and New Jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you want to say about the guy that killed his wife on an elephant?
Hmm.
Do you think he had the elephant step on her?
No, she was killed execution style,
Do you think he did it from the elephant?
but he did it from the elephant, of course. Yeah.
He slid down the trunk, Bart Simpson style,
So
and then
badass.
shot her in the back of the
Yeah.
head.
And what police are calling one of the most badass killings. One of the most badass honor killings we've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
A man went 710 miles on an elephant to do an honorable killing of his ex-wife because
Mhm.
she was popping off on TikTok. That poor lady. According to police reports, the 36-year-old traveled from his home in Alpharetta, Georgia because he was depressed and he wanted to salvage the marriage.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah,
he killed his wife and then turned the gun on himself.
Sounds like an alpha read a Dear John letter
Yeah.
and then fucking showed that lady who's BOSS.
Yeah.
BAWCE.
Oh,
How about
man.
that? That's pretty good. An alpha read a Dear John letter.
Yeah, Alpharetta.
Yeah, it sounds like an alpha read a. Yeah. Yes, no?
That's pretty good.
Here we go. Oh, boy. Okay. Nick Bryant's going to come on the show.